Alright, this will be the last video in the series of how to increase your capacity to recruit a muscle. There's a couple points I want to touch on before I end this series. So number one, a lot of people believe that there's magic in the exercises they choose to include in their strategy, and that as long as they do a certain exercise, then whatever muscles are supposed to be working are going to grow because they're doing that exercise. But it doesn't work like that. It comes down to your capacity to recruit a muscle. If your capacity is limited or minimal, you're not going to get the return on investment that you believe you're entitled to by investing into that exercise. You're either going to want to just get rid of that exercise altogether or find ways to increase your capacity to recruit it. Now, there's a lot of ways you can do this. Pick the right tool for the job, modify the way you use that tool. But if you want to know what muscle's working most when you do an exercise, pay attention to the signs and signals your body's giving you. Your body will give you better feedback than I can give you or anybody else can give you. So whatever muscle's burning the most is the one that is working the most. Why is a muscle burning? Because the burning sensation is a byproduct of the energy required to sustain muscular effort. So whatever muscle has to work the most is going to burn the most with the more work that you do. Now, the burning isn't always the best indicator of your capacity to recruit a muscle, because if you choose the wrong tool for the job, if you're choosing a compound movement, the smallest, weakest muscle, or any muscle that doesn't have an opportunity to disengage, is going to burn more and more with the more work that you do. So you got to pick the right tool for the job, then modify the parameters that you're working with. Do a lot of reps, do them slow, keep the muscle under constant tension, minimize rest between sets so that you promote as much of a burning feeling as possible, because this will indicate to you more than anything which muscle is working the most. So the last tip in this series: modify the parameters. After you've picked the right tool for the job and modified the way you're doing it, even if you're doing it through full range, which is okay if you've picked the right tool for the job, then do a lot of reps, do them slow, keep the muscles under constant tension, and minimize rest between sets. This will make the muscles burn, and whatever one is burning is an indicator to you which one is working the most. And the burning feeling is something you're not going to be able to ignore anyways, so this in itself will help increase your capacity to recruit that muscle. That way, when you do these other exercises that you're including in your strategy, in which a certain muscle is supposed to be working, it will actually receive optimal stimulation, or at least more stimulation than it currently is, by doing it the way you're doing it. You like the information, share. Click the fucking button at the bottom, subscribe to the channel. I'll keep bringing you the best information you're going to find as it relates to training, to build muscle, get stronger, improve performance, all that fucking shit.